I'm always talking about the Eucharist. Why? Well, I didn't always want to be Catholic. In fact, I tried to leave my faith when I was in high school. I went to a Catholic high school, and when I was there, my faith grew super burdensome. I grew super scrupulous, and I wanted nothing to do with our Catholic faith. And because I grew up in the Bible Belt, I had friends, family even, encouraging me to leave the faith, to just become a normal Christian, to get rid of all the quote-unquote rules and obligations. And I really wanted to do that, but I also really knew that Jesus was there in the Eucharist. So even though I wanted to leave my faith, I knew I could never leave the Eucharist. Flash forward many years later, and I hit absolute rock bottom. I mean, absolute rock bottom. I was as lost as I'd ever felt in my life. I was more depressed than I ever thought imaginable. I had nowhere to run to. And so I decided to lean into my faith, to uproot any lukewarmness in my heart, to trust that if Jesus was really there in the Eucharist, and I really did believe that, then my happiness was also there in the Eucharist. So I started going to daily Mass every day. I started praying a holy hour in front of the Eucharist every day. I received the keys to the church because it was only a few doors down from me, and I spent so many nights in the chapel there on my hands and knees just crying before the Lord, begging him to bring healing into my heart, getting mad at him that it was taking so long. And slowly but surely, the Lord started to put my heart back together. And I mean slowly, from week to week, it looked virtually unrecognizable. But about a year later, I was a completely different man. And the Lord is continuing to transform me into a new man. I'm far from a finished product. But the Eucharist is Jesus. And Jesus heals. He healed me, and he wants to heal you too.